So next we're going to talk about relational operations. So the way relational operations works is it outputs a logical output. So when something is true, it's going to output 1, and when something's false, it's going to output 0. So if we do something like 5 is less than 6, so that's obviously true. So it's going to give us an output like 1. But if we said something like 5 is greater than 6, then it would give us a logical output of 0, which means false. So similarly, you can do this with the greater than symbol, the double equal to symbol, which is just equals, and then the not equal to symbol. So something else you can do with this is you can do it with a matrix. So for example, if you had something like this and then said that check which ones are greater than 1, it'll basically tell you which ones in this matrix are greater than 1. So if we even did something like 5, 10, 12, and then you did which ones are greater than 6, then you would see that 0 is not, or 5 is not greater than 6. So that's why it outputs 0 for that one. Okay, so we can also extract information with matrices this way. So I made 2 matrices, one called V1, one called V2. And so one command you could do is V1, and then V1 is greater than 6. And when you do something like this, what it's going to do is it's going to look at V1, and then it's going to look for values that are greater than 6 in V1, and that's 8 and 9 in this case, and that's why it's outputting those numbers. You could also do this with mix of matrices, so you could do V1, V2 is greater than like 4. So if you did something like that, it would go to V2, look at values that are greater than 4 in V2, which in this case would be these 2 indexes, and then it would index those values in V1, so that's why it's outputting 4 and 5. And then lastly, something else you can do is making certain values in your matrix equal to another number. So in this case, it's going to V2, choosing all the numbers in V2 that are equal to 5, which are none. So it's outputting the same thing. But if you did something like that with V1, so in V1, we saw that it's 4, 5, 4. That means there's, in V1, there's a value of 5, and that's changed to 1 because you're now setting that equal to that. Yeah, so that's how relational operations work. Does anyone have any questions on that?